I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got a better skill set than him, but I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me because I've never been in that sort of fight.
Listen, they know the team. He is. I've seen him up close, Moses Itauma. I think he's a fabulous young talent. He's got speed, he's got power, he's tough, he's game. He ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see. Again, he's young. You know, he's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents.
Everyone is talking about Moses Itauma, but Peter Fury isn't so sure he can beat Oleksandr Usyk, and he might be right. Usyk has years of experience and moves so smooth that hitting him feels almost impossible. Fury says power won't be enough this time. If Moses wants to win, he has to fight smart and stay sharp for all 12 rounds, because one small mistake and Usyk will teach him a lesson he won't forget.
I don't know, I just favour Usyk because look, to land that power you've got to get there. And you've got to get there against a box of tricks in Usyk. He's been in with big punches, he's been in with the big heavyweights, he's mixed at the top.
Moses walks in with his head high. To him, Usyk isn't a danger. He's a chance of a lifetime. It's a brave thought, maybe even a little too brave. But that's how young fighters dream. He's after history, records, and glory, even if it means stepping right into the lion's den.
Of course. I would be silly not to take that, because I would end up in a better position taking that fight than if I didn't take that fight. If I win, I'm a world champion, I'll smash the records, I'm a millionaire, superstar, XYZ, yeah? And if I didn't take that fight, then I've still gone and tried in my best, I've gave him my all, and I can't imagine him, like, let's say if I was to lose the fight.
Tony Bellew sees the talent in Moses, but he's honest about the truth. Usyk has shown the world that skill beats size every time. Even the biggest fighters have crumbled against his sharp movement and perfect timing. Moses might be the future, but right now he's still a student walking into the class of a true master. And Bellew leaves no doubt about who rules the division.
When is he ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly AJ. Of the top 3 or 4, he's not ready for them yet. Could he beat them tomorrow? Possibly.
Bellew makes it clear, Usyk isn't chasing anyone. Fighters like Moses need him to climb higher, not the other way around. Usyk's dominance has turned him into the main attraction of the heavyweight division. He's not after the spotlight, he is the spotlight.
The only thing that I worry about with Moses is the size. But ultimately, as we've seen now, size becomes irrelevant, because look what Oleksandr Usyk's done. This guy's gone out and beaten everyone, including me. He's exceptional. So I don't think Moses is going to be as technically as good as Oleksandr Usyk, but he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's an outstanding talent.
Tyson Fury gives Moses a rare kind of praise, measured, grounded, and dripping with experience. He's seen talents like Moses and Jared Anderson before, but he knows raw skill isn't enough. His warning is clear: the outside world can break a champion before the first bell even rings. It's not just about boxing, it's a cautionary tale for every young fighter chasing glory. Being the next big thing means nothing if fame, nightlife, or the wrong crowd pulls you off track. Usyk, on the other hand, is the definition of focus. No scandals, no slip-ups, just discipline and victory. Moses may have the talent, but does he have the mental armor to resist the traps outside the ring? Fury isn't doubting his hands, he's questioning his head, and against Usyk, mental strength could be the sharpest weapon of all.
Begging now for the payday because we know who the king is.
That's right.
And these guys need him, he doesn't need them. Oleksandr Usyk can choose to fight whoever he wants. He is now the draw in the heavyweight division. He is the big.
And while Tyson questions Moses' focus, the boxing world is already buzzing with dream matchups. One name keeps surfacing: Dillian Whyte. Adam Smith stirs the pot, painting the picture: Moses Itauma, the young phenom, versus Whyte, the battle-hardened brawler. It's youth versus experience, hunger versus grit. Sure, YT's not in his prime anymore, but don't be fooled. This is a man who's traded leather with Anthony Joshua, Povetkin, Parker, men who've been to war. He's still dangerous, still powerful, still a dog in the fight. For Moses, this wouldn't be another showcase. Amekezi Waniam Tusegayev. It would be an acid test. Can he survive the roughhouse tactics, the veteran mind games, the constant unrelenting pressure? A victory here wouldn't just raise his stock, it would prove he's more than hype, but a loss, it could shatter the Usyk dream before it even begins. Because this isn't about belts, It's about whether Moses can build the mental armor to face a man as complete and as relentless as Oleksandr Usyk.
I've said in the past that I think he can be a champion, and I do think, just like I said with Jared Anderson, I think Jared and Moses are very, very both good fighters. However, there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of stuff outside of boxing that makes fighters not achieve what they should have done. And it's the same old story, if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. If I didn't get involved with these people, if I didn't go out and drink, if I didn't get involved this, that and the other, then I would have, if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. That's why I can sit here today and say I always wanted to not be a woulda, shoulda, coulda guy. I am the guy who did everything he could.
Guys are begging now for the payday because we know who the king is.
That's right.
And these guys need him. He doesn't need them. Oleksandr Usyk can choose to fight whoever he wants. He is now the draw in the heavyweight division.
Moses Itauma's name is everywhere. Headlines, rankings, and now standing at the very doorstep of greatness. But make no mistake, facing Oleksandr Usyk isn't just another fight. This is a career-defining moment. Usyk is the puzzle the heavyweight division still hasn't solved. He's dismantled giants, silenced power punchers, and made elite fighters look ordinary. While Moses brings youth, hunger, and confidence, there's one thing he doesn't have, the kind of battle-tested experience that Usyk thrives on. One wrong move, one rush decision, and this meteoric rise could collapse faster than it began. But that's the beauty of it. The risk is what makes this fight so irresistible. If Moses shocks the world, he doesn't just win, he becomes an overnight legend, a world champion, a history maker, a millionaire superstar. But if Usyk wins, as many believe he will, it's another masterclass for the highlight reel. Another ambitious name crossed off his list. Mentally, Usyk has been through war, both literal and in the ring. The question is, can Moses handle that kind of pressure when the lights are at their brightest? This fight isn't about who hits harder, it's about who thinks faster, adjusts smarter, and refuses to break. So now, fight fans, it's over to you. Are you backing the Ukrainian master Oleksandr Usyk to shut down yet another challenger? Or do you believe Moses Itauma is the real deal, ready to rewrite history? Drop your predictions, your hot takes, and your battle picks in the comments. The war of opinions starts now.